Hey everyone, welcome to the Boss Babe Business Show. I'm your host, Katan, and today we're going to be interviewing a wonderful entrepreneur who happens to be listed in our directory, has more than 3 businesses, actually 4 now, listed in our directory and verified. But before we bring on that entrepreneur, I do want to take a moment to say thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors by bringing them on the screen and sharing a little bit of information about them. So we're going to first start off with our first sponsor. So Hand to Hand Retail and More. This brand provides unbeatable affordable prices on furniture, appliances, fast delivery. Let's see. And it's located in 6062 Meadow Brook Drive, Suite D in Fort Worth, Texas, 76112. And it says out of our hands into yours. Thank you so much for your sponsorship. We truly appreciate you, and we look forward to promoting you on our show for the remainder of this year for 40 more shows. If you would like to become a sponsor, you can actually go here and use this QR code to become a sponsor. Hello, good evening. You can use this QR code right here to become a sponsor if you would like to have your brand advertised and listed on the show. Now, let's just go back to our wonderful sponsor so I can give everybody an opportunity to see where they are. If you would like to shop, if you have questions about collaborations, if you have anything interesting that you feel like this brand might want to see, hear, or be a part of, go ahead and look at their information and reach out to them. All right, that is the first sponsor. Give it about 30 more seconds and then we will move to the next. All right, our next sponsor is going to be Heartstrings Collective, creating a safe space for artists, one resource at a time. Their mission is to provide artists with access to mentorship, education, professional development, and community connections to help them with sustainable creative careers. Their website is available at the bottom, heartstringscollectivecorp.org. Email heartstringscollectivecorp.org or info, I believe. Let me remove that comment so I can see that because I couldn't see it. Oh, team at heartstringscollectivecorp.org. And you can reach out to them, learn more about how they assist artists in their community and outside of their community. And thank you so much to this sponsor. I'll leave their information up here just a little bit longer for anyone that would like to take a screenshot. And then we'll go ahead and move on to the next business that has sponsored us tonight. So our next sponsor on the show is actually going to be a professional that is listed in our directory, travelwithmj.net. So we do the heavy lifting so you can travel light. Travel with MJ is owned by a professional, credible, and verified travel advisor. She can assist you with planning your vacation. She can assist you with booking your vacation. She can assist you if you're just simply having questions about the process or the services that she provides. You're just going to head on over to her website, travelwithmj.net. So make sure you check her out or screenshot this ad so you can have it for reference when you're ready to shop. We'll keep it on just a little bit longer so I can give everybody a chance to go and screenshot just in case you're wanting to reach out to her. All right, the next sponsor that we are going to be shouting out is Bling with Shell. So Bling with Shell is a nationwide jewelry provider. They provide necklaces, earrings. I'm actually wearing products from Bling with Shell. My rose gold earrings, my rose gold hoop earrings, and rose gold bracelet is coming from Bling with Shell. So if you would like to shop with them, it's owned by Shelly. She's amazing. She actually just recently got out of surgery, so she's in the process of the rehab process, just getting her body back to where it needs to be. And so we still want to promote her, shout her out, and just tell her we love her and appreciate her while she's going through that process. She would love for you to shop with her business. Her brand is still open for business. You can shop, purchase some earrings, jewelry, accessories. Sometimes they have lanyards, hair pieces, all kinds of fashionable pieces. And she has 2 different jewelry collections. So I'll leave this on a little bit longer just in case you want to screenshot this. And you can use her website that is actually typed out, or you can use a QR code if you're someone that prefers QR codes and less typing. All right. The next sponsor we're going to shout out is going to be MJ's Tees and Custom Designs.com. So you can go to 229-234-2741 or MJ's Tees and Custom Designs.com for business swag apparel, custom apparel, and seasonal apparel. You can build your own bundle where you can have your logo placed on a sweatshirt, a long shirt, or a t-shirt, short sleeve t-shirt, or a long sleeve t-shirt, or even a hat. So there's a lot of options available for entrepreneurs that need uniforms, for families that have gatherings, family reunions, for bachelorette parties, bachelor parties. MJ's Tees and Custom Designs is a place that you want to be. So I'll leave their information up there just a little bit longer to give you an opportunity to screenshot if you would like to. And then we'll move to our next wonderful sponsor this evening. And while you're watching, feel free to drop in the chat if you are a shopper, small business owner, a little bit of both. You are welcome to join us and let us know which one. And if you are a business owner, you can drop your information in the chat. Okay, let's move to our next sponsor this evening. So this is the Premier Group Business Consulting and Financial Strategy. Our services: business startup consulting, personal credit repair, business credit and funding strategy, financial strategy and structuring, operations and compliance consulting, strategic mentorship, bookkeeping services, wealth protection. You can go to 205-790-5759 if you have more questions and would like to reach out. I'm going to leave this information on the screen. Thank you so much to our wonderful sponsor. And you guys can learn all about them with their contact information. Okay, our next sponsor is going to be Jenkins Pro Tax Software. So this is a limited time offer for people who are needing professional tax software, basically tax professionals that have an EFIN number and are looking for affordable, reliable, excellent support in a tax software system. Then you want to check out Jenkins Pro Tax Software. And then let me see if I can get you their number called out. So it is 615-796-6050. You can check them out, and I'm going to leave their information up there to give everybody an opportunity to screenshot if needed. Thank you. Happy Thursday. And that is for all the tax professionals. Okay, the next business sponsor that we are shouting out is going to be EliteHair.net. So EliteHair.net is a DFW, Texas-based hair braider. If you want hair braids that are stylish, done by a professional of 20 plus years, then you're going to go to EliteHair.net and you can fill out a form or you can reach out to them directly. Thank you so much, Elite Hair. We appreciate you, and we had such a great time with them being a vendor at our Soft Girl Sunday event. Okay, our next sponsor is going to be Charlie Shops. So you can text to order, you're going to text 757-842-0556. They have holiday gift baskets, birthday gift baskets, party gift baskets, couple gift baskets, and so much more. So if you are looking for a place where you can get custom gift baskets and deals, then you want to check out Charlie Shops. They have a Facebook community that you can check out as well. But to reach out to them directly, the phone number is 757-842-0556. Thank you very much, Charlie Shops, for being a sponsor. We appreciate you. And we love having you as a verified member listed in our directory. A lot of the sponsors that I just mentioned today are also verified members of our directory. Okay, let's see. Hopefully everybody got a chance to screenshot their information. The next sponsor that we are shouting out this evening is going to be JC Fashion Finds Boutique, style that fits your everyday and your standout moments. You can find them on Facebook as JC Fashion Finds Boutique. You can find them on Instagram, JC Fashion Finds. And you can also screenshot this photo and use the QR code to go shop with them today. Hello, hello, good evening. Happy Thursday. And we have the owner of JC Fashion Finds Boutique with us on the live tonight. Hello, Nicole. And I love their boutique. The quality is wonderful. I can speak to that because I've sold her products on my show. She's also been a sponsor to Soft Girl Sunday, and we were able to gift them to some of the wonderful women in our community. And I recently just purchased an item from JC Fashion Finds. Well, 2 items, because I have clients that I'm creating custom boxes for, custom content creation kits. So I like to purchase stylish quality items so that I can give that to them. They can have outfits when they're going out. They can look stylish and presentable and still be comfortable. And so that's one of the reasons why I enjoy shopping with JC Fashion Finds. Okay, now that we have showcased all of our wonderful sponsors, thank you all so much. I appreciate every single last one of you. And I look forward to promoting you for the remainder of the year on all of our 40+ shows. So if you would like to become a sponsor of the show and have your brand advertised, you're going to use this QR code. So you want to screenshot this, use this QR code, or you can text us at 833-705-4352. It's our new text assistance line. It's new. Please wait 1 to 8 business days to be assisted, and you will be taken care of. All right. I think I got everybody so far. So now let's go ahead and move on into the night. So first, I would like to go ahead and just shout out the wonderful business owner that we're going to be bringing on this evening. This evening, I have an awesome entrepreneur who is verified in our directory. The brand she's going to be showcasing is also verified in our directory. She is a professional that is known for helping people with their travel needs. She's known for helping people with their wellness needs. For example, if you need some healthy teas, snacks, and things like that. She's also known for helping business owners represent themselves, and she's really big about representation, putting yourself out there and being proud of repping your brand. And this entrepreneur is also known in our community for providing digital products and digital solutions for entrepreneurs. So I'll go ahead and bring her on, and let's get started on this interview and find out what products she's showcasing this evening. Hello, hello, welcome.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I was looking for my little, so I could be dramatic. Miriam Jackson, thank you for joining the show.
Not the Halloween background.
Hold on. Yeah, the background just changed, but I couldn't do that. It just changed on its own. I was like, well, I guess that's what we're doing too.
Not the Halloween ma'am. You were about 6 months early for Halloween.
We just got to roll with it.
All right.
But that's what MJ's Tees and Custom Designs is here for. If I wanted a Halloween t-shirt custom made, guess what?
You can definitely get the Halloween t-shirt made. Absolutely.
I'll go get that custom order. Okay, so MJ, I'm super excited to have you on this evening because I have an idea of what you're going to talk about. But before we get into your topic of the night, please, let's talk about these products. What products are you presenting to us this evening?
All right. So if you have been following me, you have known that MJ's Tees and Custom Designs has not been promoting that MJ's Tees and Custom Designs has not been promoting so much yet. That's going to change though. So this evening we're actually coming with a Mother's Day preview. We are working on, and we have some other designs that we're coming with, but we want to get started with Mother's Day because it's right around the corner, even though we just came into April.
No, it is. So, it's right. It comes by fast.
It does. I'm like, goodness. Fast. It's moving. 2026 is moving, but we're going to go on ahead and move on. So I have a brand new, because I've never done this the way I'm doing it before. So I'm excited. So we have a t-shirt and journal set, and I'm going to show you the journals and then I'll show you the t-shirts. Okay. So the first journal, it is an acrostic now because, I'm an English teacher. I also teach literature, although I don't like it. I teach it. But each of the notebooks has an acrostic on there spelling out the words. So this one is the Mother Notebook. I'm gonna hold it close.
Hold on, let me bring that a little closer. We might need to switch our screens.
There we go. We're getting there.
I'm trying to put you on the. There we go.
Okay. Cool. All right. So the M is my guiding light. The O is overflowing with love. The T is teacher of life. H is heart of gold. E is endless supporter. And R is rock of our family. So this is the Mother acrostic journal. Lovely, lovely. Now, this journal alone will cost $15. However, rock with me. Just stay with me. Just stay with me. The Auntie journal, because as you know, I don't have children of my own, but I am an auntie. Okay. So we have the A is going to stand for a second mother. U, unconditional lover. N, nurturing heart. T, thoughtful and fun. Okay. I, incredible role model, and E is everyone's favorite. Of course, the auntie is everybody's favorite. We get to hype them up with sugar, and then we get to send them home.
Okay, right? Send them back home after you give them everything they want.
Everything that mama told you that you can't have, come on over here, baby. You can get it over.
Listen, I don't know about all that though. Y'all ain't gonna have y'all mama coming back for me. I love y'all to death. I just got done talking about this on the live when we did the KBN picnic, and one of Shay's little ones came up to me and was like, Katan, can I have this? And it was one of the cupcakes, and I said, hold on, let me get your mom. Let me
ask your mama.
Yeah, baby, no, you're not about to have me looking crazy just because
you're trying to get me set up. Ask your mama. Ask your mama.
Ask your mama.
Right.
Ask your daddy. Just don't, not me.
Ask your mammy. Ask your pappy. Just don't ask me, because I'm gonna tell you.
I'm a representative. That's all I can be. And we did have somebody in the comments. Thank you for your feedback. So she said she can't wait for Soft Girl Sunday. And the reason why this is a relevant comment is because if you love the shirts that she's showcasing this evening, some of them will be featured in our future Soft Girl Sundays. So just keep that in mind, that there will be some items that I'll be purchasing so we can gift out to the crowd. Yes. So stay tuned.
We're excited for that. For that collaboration and sponsorship. Again, we're always going to be humble about that, but we're going to move on. All right. So the last journal, we have Grandma. We have gentle and loving. We have the R, which radiates love. A, always caring. N, nurturing soul. D, dear to our hearts. M, maker of memories. And A, always in our hearts.
Okay. Aww.
Because grandma's the one that's usually holding the family together.
Yeah.
Grandma, big mama, G mama, whatever you call your grandmother, they're usually the one that's holding the family together. That's the glue to the family. And I have seen firsthand, once you lose grandma,
a lot changes, man.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
All facts.
All right. So next up, I do have the t-shirts that will accompany this. I'm going to start with Auntie, because Auntie's right here. And it's the exact same thing that's on the journal that is on the t-shirt. It is a matching set. So we're going to start off with Auntie. Here is that Auntie t-shirt. Okay. Next up, the one that's actually behind me is the Grandma t-shirt. Okay. Again, it's the same exact design. It's on the journal. It is the exact same design that is on the journal, so it's nothing that's going to change. And then we, last but certainly not least, have the mother. Okay. Now, the t-shirts itself is $35, but we do have a bundle that we're offering where you can get the t-shirt and the journal. Okay, so I'm gonna try and hold these both up at the same time so that we can get the visual. Okay, so we have the t-shirt and the journal, and you can get both of these for $40 if you order it as a bundle. If you order it individually, it will cost you $50. The t-shirt is $35 and the journal is $15. So if you are looking to save a little bit of coins, grab that bundle. These are available on the website. It may take us a little bit longer in shipping, just so that way we can get the notebooks in. These are made outsourced, so that way we wanted to make sure that we keep the quality. We didn't want to give you nothing subpar. But it is just a journal, nothing. It's just a plain journal where you can write in. There's lines in there for you to write in, and you can keep this journal. You can use it for whatever reason. If you just had a bad day, you need to get it all out, you can use your journal. If you use your journal for like school or something like that, you can do that. Business owners, remember, we are business owners, but we're also mothers, aunties, and grandmothers. You can use it for your business notes as well. So there's plenty of usage for you for this journal. And I didn't want to limit what to put on here, just in case somebody uses it for a different reason. So we just have an open canvas of lines and pages for you to put out whatever your heart is content on your journal.
I like that. And MJ, there's so many things that popped up in my brain when you said that, because you could do, like, for the mom who has a daughter who's expecting, you could do a journal for her as a future mom.
Yes.
All of that. There's so many options. You could do that as a gift, like you said, for grandma, for auntie. You could also have the child write a beautiful note on the inside of it and then hand it or gift it over to the grandma or the auntie.
There's so many different options. And this is for those who might be wondering what the size is of this journal. It is a 6x9 journal. I love the journal. Hey. So the journal is a 6x9 journal. And the t-shirts can be made all the way up to a 3X that's on the website at the moment. We will be adding 4 and 5X. So if you need that size, we will be able to do that. So again, the journal is a 6x9. And the t-shirts can be made from small to 5X.
That is like a really great that you have a really great size range that you have, because there's a lot of people who are looking for a 3X, 4X. They cannot find them. And then if there's someone who wants to get, like, let's say I want this item in a small, but I also want it in an extra large. Sometimes when you're shopping with vendors, you can't find them in a full size run. So it will go up to size small to large, and then extra large and up, you may not be able to find that same exact style, because a lot of vendors and producers don't create that for the full size run. So that's really cool. Yeah.
We have a lot of representation. I know we can't leave out our curvy girls. We are and men, the curvy girls and the big and tall men. We cannot leave y'all out, okay? Because our t-shirts, all of our t-shirts are made from small to 5X. So if you're a male, if you're a female, whatever, we can get you in a t-shirt. That's not going to be an issue.
He said, whatever, wherever, just come and get this t-shirt.
Just come and get your t-shirt.
So I wanted to give a quick shout out, because I was just talking about Shelly earlier. So we have a couple of updates from her. She is one of our show sponsors, Bling with Shell, that we were talking about. And hold on, finding it. She said, I'm back. We'll be home in a couple of weeks. So welcome back.
Yes. Now,
yes,
I don't know.
We're glad to have you.
For those of you who are new here, Shelly is my bling dealer.
Absolutely.
Bling with Shell. Bling with Shell.
Oh, hold on. Let me take it off so they can see your bling dealer's work.
Bling dealer. Bling dealer.
Bling with Shell. Bling with Shell.
You already know. You already know.
If they didn't, they know. They'll know now.
They're going to know now.
I'm going to say about a good 70 to 80% of the guests that we've had on the show, if they get to Shelly before they get interviewed on the show, are wearing Bling with Shell. So, we've had Nicole, we've had Leslie, we've had MJ, all of them coming on wearing products from her shop. It just shows the versatility, though, because we all have different styles, but every single one of us are able to find something cute and stylish that we like on her website. So
yes, and if we can't find it, she's going to find it.
Did you hear about her new collections too?
Yes, absolutely. But definitely, if you're looking for something, she can definitely find you something. She gonna get you right. She gonna get you right. She gonna get you right.
And period. Okay, let me bring her on. She had another comment. She said, this will be perfect gifts for the first lady of my church. That's cute. That is a good first gift. That's a good gift for anybody.
That is a good gift.
I didn't think about that. Like, I was thinking gifting internally with family, but also gifting to other mothers.
Externally too.
Gifting to aunts. Yeah, that's a really great idea. I love that. I do.
Yes.
And if you have, for Mother's Day, maybe you don't have your biological mother, but there's someone who has been like a biological mother to you, and you guys share that sentiment, that would be a beautiful gift too, to give them and then have a note on the inside. Do you mind, MJ, just pulling it up and showing off that product again for anyone that's kind of jumping in and out of our lives?
Yes. For time's sake, I'm going to show off the journals because
yes,
they're
please.
easy to. So we have the Mother Journal.
So wait, my guiding light, overflowing with love, teacher of life, heart of gold, endless supporter, rock of our family. So beautiful.
And then we're going to move. We have the Auntie book, the Auntie Journal.
Auntie is a second mother, unconditional lover, nurturing heart, thoughtful and fun, incredible role model, everyone's favorite.
And then last but certainly not least, we have the rock of the family. We have Grandma.
Grandma's gentle and loving, radiates love, always caring, nurturing soul, dear to our hearts, maker of memories, always in our hearts. So beautiful. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Okay, so can we go back to the prices? Can you list off those prices again for us, please?
Yes, so if you're depends on how you're doing it. If you're doing it individually, the journal is going to be $15.
Okay.
And the t-shirt is going to be, I'm gonna pull up the t-shirt. It's the one I can move easily right now. The t-shirt is going to be $35.
Ooh,
however, I'm sorry.
No, I was just looking at it again on the shirt. It looks good.
However, if you're looking to do the bundle, which would give you the shirt and the journal, you will be able to purchase that for $40 plus tax and shipping.
Okay. That's a deal. That's a steal.
That's a steal.
A steal deal. Okay, so talk to me, MJ. Now that we've gotten done, we love and miss you too, Shelly. Now that we've gotten done talking about your products and how they can purchase that, take advantage of the bundle, let's talk a little bit more about your topic of the night. What is it that you came to discuss?
One thing that I want to discuss this evening is, I think it's a message that we've all shared at some point in our recent time, but make sure you take time for yourself. Make sure that you are self-care is not an option. It is required.
Yeah.
It is something that you must do. You must take care of yourself. If you're not taking care of yourself, how can you assist and aid and help other people? It's almost as important as breathing, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, self-care is just about as important as breathing. Now, self-care looks differently for everybody. Not everything has to cost money. Let me put that out there. Just in case somebody is thinking, well, when you say self-care, does that mean I have to spend money? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. You don't have to. For some people, self-care is sleeping. Sleeping is free.
Mm-hmm.
For some people, self-care is disconnecting from the digital world. Or what I have recently gone back to, my self-care is reading.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not something that you have to spend hundreds of dollars on. If you can find you a good book.
Or
journaling, absolutely journaling. Reading. If you are an electronic journal person, you can be an electronic journal person, or you can be a traditional journal person. Whichever one works best for you. Self-care could be, and now if we're talking about spending money, getting a nice meal, taking yourself out on a date.
Yes, Lord. Speak to the foods.
I am a fat kid at heart. Big back, that's me. I like to eat.
I cannot with you.
That's me. I like to eat. Okay. But some people get the feeling that they can't go into a restaurant by themselves. Excuse me?
Yeah. That's the
Man,
best
listen,
time. Those are
I'm
the
walking
best
in with
meetings.
my head held high, my phone in my hand, and y'all ain't gonna be able to say nothing to me. Get me a table. Get me a table. But like I said, you don't have to spend money. You can stay in the house, digital detox, reading, journaling. For some, self-care is cleaning up. Okay. Decluttering, reorganizing. That's a form of self-care for some people. But find yourself something to do self-care wise and do it. Because if you don't take care of yourself, nobody else is going to. Not the way that you would want to. And another form of self-care for me that has recently become a thing, going to the gym has become big for me. Big. Listen, there was a time I wasn't going to the gym, but I've come to learn that that's part of my self-care. Going to the gym. For me, it's 3 to 5 days a week, depending on the week. But that's a way for you to take care of yourself, physically take care of yourself. Watching yourself in the mirror. And I won't tell you to get on the scale because sometimes the scale be lying. And when I say the scale be lying, it doesn't take into account everything that you have in your body. So you might see that number, but that number does not equate to the muscle that you have in your body. It doesn't equate to the way your clothes fit on you. It doesn't equate to, the fact that you've dropped 2 pant sizes, but the scale hasn't gone anywhere. Don't look at the scale. If you're like me, don't look at the scale. But the gym has become a great form of self-care for me. That's the one time, and it's early morning too. Now you can do late in the day. I have done late in the day, but I like the early morning gym better. So, oh yes, I love that. So definitely make sure that you are taking care of yourself, especially as business owners. And don't be available for everybody every day. That's another form of self-care. Disconnecting. You have business hours for a reason. Adhere to your business hours. Um, do not disturb is a lovely feature in my household because I'm not playing with people. My peace has become very important to me. And if you interrupt my peace, blocked. That's what we're going to say. So make sure that you are taking care of yourself in whatever form that you choose to take care of yourself. But take time out to take care of yourself. Go do what makes you happy and forget all the noise. It's always going to be noise. Somebody's going to always say, oh, you doing this again? Oh, you doing that again? I see you still minding my business again.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's a wonderful message. You shared a lot of really good gems, like the digital detox. We definitely have to do that. There's no, phones. People keep saying this word, overstimulated. I keep hearing conversation about how people are saying, I take forever to get back. Sometimes it takes me a day or two to respond back. I'm feeling overstimulated. And honestly, I feel like it's not, when we say overstimulated, even though yes, it is a form of overstimulating your brain, sometimes I think we forget about the reality that our brains and our body was not meant to be in a technology all day. It was meant to be in a phone all day.
Right.
We weren't built for that. We were built for in-person socializing. Like, that's why people who maybe they have a lot of connections online or like, through phone and text, that doesn't necessarily equate to them being happy. They might
Right.
need genuine in-person connections or real authentic connections, even if it's not in person, but like getting on the phone or having a conversation, something. But, to just think that being in your phone staring at reels all day is healthy, it's definitely not. So,
It's not. Like,
we
it's
got to
really
stop.
not.
And then people are addicted to their technology sometimes. Like, if we're having a conversation and you can't put your phone down just to enjoy the conversation, or we're eating dinner together and you're staring at your phone the whole time that we're eating together, you have an addiction. I hate to tell you that, and I hate to
Yeah.
turn this into an intervention, but you have an addiction. We need to let it go. It's draining our brains because it's starting to make us measure everything to the phone. Oh, she's a good friend because she's available all the time. Oh, they care about me because they're liking some photos. Oh, they must not like me because they're not liking some photos.
Don't get me started on that one right there. Don't.
Man. And then you said something else too. It was about self-care, taking time for yourself and making sure that you adhere to your time for yourself. We have to get into the habit of making that a necessity, not a optional thing, because people will push as far as you allow them to push. So if someone is stressing you out or something is stressing you out and you allow that to continue to take place, that's what's gonna continue to take place. There has to be a point where you say, as much as I want to be a part of this, or as much as I like you, I care about you, I have to pause for myself. Because if you don't, you end up stressing yourself out. And stress is a real killer. So
stress kills.
It is.
It kills.
It does.
Kills. I'm going to go back very briefly, and I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to go back to that where you said
you started. I already knew you was going to go.
I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it.
When I said that, you was like,
it struck a nerve. I'm going back to the whole they like me because they like my photos or they like my posts on social media. Unpopular opinion here, social media is not everything.
Yeah.
It's not. It is not everything. Yes, it is great to have a digital presence. That's one of the missions behind the Queen's Digital Studio. However, don't get it twisted. I ain't checking for y'all like that on the internet. The people who hold some sort of weight in my life, the people who have, a connection to me, has my phone number. Knows how to get in contact with me outside of Facebook. Now, don't get me wrong. Facebook is a great way to reach somebody. However, as I like to tell folks, if you can't pick up the phone and call me, you can't have a problem with me. You can't.
Amen.
You cannot have a problem with me. if you can't pick up the phone and say, hey, MJ, what you said to me earlier really upset me. On this thing right here, on the phone bill that I pay, on the actual phone, meaning you called my cell phone, you can't have a problem with me. Because if you're looking at me on social media, your feelings might get hurt. I might say something off the wall. Don't have no rhyme or reason, no person behind it. I just felt like saying, hey, y'all need to find y'all something safe to do. Go read a dictionary. And if you mad at me for what I said on Facebook and you took it personally, okay.
We have to let go of that validation.
You pick up the phone and call me.
It's created a need for
my phone number. Oh, well.
Yeah, it's created a need for validation that is unhealthy, where we are looking outward to feel good or to feel something versus looking internally. Because what one person is doing with their life, it doesn't have anything to do with you. So if they post something, if they make a story, whatever the case is, I would live by the rule of thumb, which is if you don't directly come and we don't communicate about this, then it's not something that I need to be worried about. Because again, stress is a killer, number one. But number two, you can't be looking for validation from external sources. Even when people do love you and care about you and uplift you, it's unhealthy for any relationship to be built off of, if you do this, then I feel that way. That's not a healthy relationship. So like, oh, they don't like my post, that means they don't like me. That's unhealthy. Like yourself, because they probably do like you, but are we going to be liking all over social media all day long? No, everybody's different. We cannot let social media be what we use to measure, or technology in general, text messaging, calls. We can't let that be what we use to measure the value of a person or the integrity of a person. Because the same person who is liking your posts and stuff can be the same person who is laughing when you post that you're doing bad or that something has happened to you. So we can't continue to do that. The same person who's texting you constantly and asking you questions constantly could be the same person who's being nosy because they want to know what's going on in your life, because they are a monitoring spirit. So if we're equating somebody being frequent to them being of quality, we're going to continue to have disappointing relationships, and we're going to continue to miss out on quality people, because quality people value their time, number one, and number two, they value being intentional and being integrity based. So even if it's something you don't want to hear, like, hey, I don't want to be on my phone all day, I don't like texting, they're going to tell you, versus somebody who's going to pretend like they like texting because they know you like texting and they don't have good intentions of being in your life. They're doing it because they want to be liked, not because they want to be there with you and support you and love you. So we got to think about that kind of stuff. You said, don't get it twisted, Kate.
Don't. Not at all.
Okay, not clearly it struck a nerve for Nicole too, because she said, listen.
You know, a lot of people.
Not Shelly talking about don't get it twisted. Kate Pizzle will correct your malfunction.
It's accurate.
And will.
And will.
And we'll do it every time. 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 And I'm about to confirm this for her. Look, Shelly just set us up.
Some people really do thrive on their social media presence. And some people have some social media yes people. Yeah, I said it. They can't say nothing wrong. They can't say nothing wrong. Every time that person makes a post, there's instant, immediate likes.
Yeah.
Amen. I agree.
It should be organic. And that's like, you know what? That applies to life too. It should be organic. You want to show up for somebody, let it be because you want to show up. Don't make it so performative. People are performative, and that's because social media is training us to be that way. So you think, oh, because I showed up here, she's going to do this for me. No, if you want to show up, just show up. And if you don't want to show up, don't show up. But don't show up because you're expecting something out of that, especially when you have not communicated that was your intention, because a lot of people will not communicate that that's their intention. I like all your posts. I'll follow your stuff because I'm getting ready to ask you if you can provide me with a free service. You can like my post from here to Timbuktu. No. The answer is no. So if you are,
it's not going to be anything free exclusively for you. If it's going to be free, it's going to be publicly offered that it's free.
Exactly.
Don't come with subscribed. Don't come with what you gonna do for me, because the answer is going to be block you.
It's letting go of that need to be performative, and it's embracing the need to be of service, because when you focus on being of service and genuinely being of service, you will find that people will open up to you, be vulnerable with you, and trust you much faster than they will when you're coming to someone and expecting that because you did something, you get a gold star. But social media has implanted this instant gratification in us where we do something and then now we are expecting that gold star, whether it be from a person, whether it be from sales, whether it be from just acknowledgement. And then when we don't get that gold star, we are now making it their problem when that is our internal issue that we need to get out of. I just think that it has created, I might say created the issues, but it has highlighted the issues, and because they're so normal, it's become a normalized behavior. But we gotta let that go. And I'm actually gonna tie my message into yours because it does go hand in hand. My message for tonight was that you can't hold yourself responsible for how people respond to your boundaries. You can't hold yourself responsible for what they think of your boundaries. You can't hold yourself responsible for how they respond to them. And once we start letting go of worrying about what the next person is thinking and we start focusing on doing what we need to do, like taking care of ourselves, like MJ said, then we can really start living our life in happiness, because you are only responsible for communicating with clarity and with respect what your boundaries will be and how far you are willing or not willing to go. It's that simple. What they take with that is up to them. So if your boundary is that I don't do texting like that, or I don't do social media like that, if that's your boundary, that's your boundary. What they take from that and where they want to go with that is their personal internal battle that they're going to have to fight on their own. But we have to learn how to honor our boundaries, honor and respect our standards, and follow through, because that is all we're responsible for. And once you have done that and communicated that professionally, respectfully, maturely, you've done your job. That there's nothing left to do from that. Exactly. So that was my message, but I think it ties into yours, because with the, taking a break, taking care of yourself, you are going to run into people who don't understand that. You are going to run into people who will look at you and say, how dare you have standards when we're in a world of people that don't, because they don't have standards for themselves. You will have people, she said, I dare. You will have people who will be intimidated They will be upset, offended because you have standards, because they haven't created that for themselves. But when people create standards for themselves and someone else comes to them and presents their own standards, they're not taking that personally because they know they have their own standards as well. So once you get around people who respect that and appreciate that, you will start to see that this is no longer a dialogue of how dare you have standards? How dare you take care of yourself? How dare you turn off your phone? How dare you pause on do not disturb? How dare you take an off day? These aren't conversations that are happening in fruitful environments where people understand the importance of self-prioritization. So if you consistently find yourself having to explain that, it's time to let go of some people or distance yourself from some people and find people that do get it, because who you spend your time around is who you will become. So put that in your mind. I mean, it's not obviously there's a rule to everything. You said what?
That can also be family too.
Exactly. Family, friends, there's no exceptions, but
people
try to make exceptions.
I think family is the biggest culprit.
Yeah. Because, when they hear family, they think this means that I have to accept this. But the reality is you don't have to accept it. And the moment that you do start being around people that exhibit certain behaviors for too long, you can become that person. And that pulls you away from who you were meant to be. So you got to be around people that encourage uplifting, growth, development, self-care, all of those things. Because when you're around people who get offended by you having standards and you having the audacity to stand firm in yourself, they are going to make you feel like you're the problem for having those standards.
Right.
I've had friendships where my friend, I could call them 3 months later and we get on the phone and we just start laughing and talking like we just talked yesterday. And we update each other on everything that's going on in their life. I've had friends where if I didn't call them or text them 3 days later, they had some kind of passive aggressive comment about, oh, you do this and you do that. If I've already communicated that I'm just not someone who likes to be on phones, and I made that clear, and I told you I'm going to call you when I can call you, at that point, it's your responsibility to do what you feel you need to do with that information. And it's not my responsibility to think for you. It's also not my responsibility to try to convince you, because we also have this thing where sometimes people want to try to justify their actions or convince them. That's not my responsibility. That's on you. So don't take on that responsibility and accept that some people just don't have that level of respect for themselves. Because I have had friends where they didn't say what they didn't like. Not to me, but to other friends. They didn't say, hey, I don't do this. They just continue to do it, even though they know they're not comfortable with it. I don't like going out like that, but she likes to go out, so we'll just keep going out. You're in a place where you're not comfortable with this. You don't like this, but you're going to continue to do it. So then when you see someone else who stands firm for themselves, that's uncomfortable. That's, it makes you feel a little offended because you think it's about you, when in reality, it's about them taking care of themselves. And you don't understand that because you're not taking care of your own self. Right. So that is my message for everybody this evening. Did you want to add anything on that?
To make sure that you're taking care of yourself. However you choose to take care of yourself, and do it unapologetically. Just do it because. Just because. You had a bad day, put your phone on do not disturb. You had a great day, put your phone on do not disturb. I just don't feel like talking to people. Put your phone on do not disturb. Do not disturb and the block button has become the two biggest functions in my life. Get into it.
As they should. I'm with you on that, especially on that. Sometimes I just don't want to talk. Sometimes I just want to stare at a wall. And I just want to stare at a wall in peace. That's it. There's nothing fancy to it. I'm not, out somewhere far overseas, on this missionary trip. I'm staring in my room, staring at the wall. And I just want to do that in peace. I don't want to text anybody while I'm doing it. I don't want to get updates.
In the house, rubbing your feet together.
Yeah.
Got a candle.
I just don't want to be on the phone.
Okay.
I don't want to do it. Yeah. And even if I do want to be on it, who says I want to text? What if I just want to watch a movie? What if I just want to listen to an ebook? What if I just want to, get on some YouTube or something? I'm not trying to be catering to your internal insecurities because you feel like you need someone to talk to. And since I'm not available, that has something to do with the value of our connection or our bond. That's madness. It's madness.
Agreed.
She said, listen, I can post on social media and still not respond. Hold on now. Wait, because you opened up a whole new cat. Look, I'm gonna keep this quick because I said I wasn't gonna be we wasn't gonna be on here for more than 30 minutes. We already went 40 minutes over, but because I still got to film tonight. But let me tell you something.
Well,
I don't understand what it is with people. Actually, I do understand. At least I think I do. It's an entitlement thing where you see somebody post something and that means that they should be communicating with you because they posted that. Everything is not about you. And the quicker you understand that, the quicker you can focus on making what you need to make about you in your life. You are about you. Everything else, that don't have nothing to do with you. So if that girl posts on Facebook and then you send her a text and say, hey, I saw you post, you must be free. Get off that girl's phone and send an apology right after because that's embarrassing. I had someone say, oh, well, since you're free, because I see you posting on social media, you posting on Facebook and Instagram. I said, first of all, that wasn't even me. That's a scheduled post. Okay. Meet my AI assistant, meet my actual assistant. It's never me, first of all. Secondly, if it was me, who cares? If I haven't responded, that's because I haven't gotten back to you yet. And it's because my brain is processing my day and my responsibilities at the rate that I feel like I need to for my life. You're not here to take care of those responsibilities. I need to do that myself. Therefore, I have my own system. And you're going to respect it and trust me as a friend and know that I have your back. I'm here for you. I love you. But I got to take care of my business. Or you're going to continue to plant seeds of insecurity because you have issues and you want me to feed that internal insecurity. You got to choose which one you want to do. Either way, both end in me not texting you just because you saw me on that Facebook post. They both end the same way. But you choose what you want to do.
Let me explain something to you. I agree with Nicole. I will watch my phone ring.
They don't know what Meta AI is. I'm just trying to I will watch the phone ring. It will buzz. My watch will buzz. I will sit there and watch it. Yeah.
If I don't feel like talking, I don't feel like talking. And even if I was the one who actively posted, like I may have taken a selfie and I posted that selfie, 2 minutes after I posted it. Even if I was the one to post it, what you gonna do about it?
Somebody had made a comment. It was a sentiment to me along the lines of, you need to get back to me. I'm communicating to you on the platform that you're active on. And I'm being serious right now. I'm going to be serious because I know I could really clown with that, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to fight the urge to make the voices and all of that. It takes a moment of reflection to realize the level of entitlement you are sitting in when you feel as if a human is supposed to get to you when you think they should get to you and forget about everything else because you see them active. Because in person, if I saw you actively working on something or doing something, I don't think a person's going to walk up to you and say, I'm over here calling you and you're busy right now. You need to talk to me. You'd be looking at them like they were crazy. But technology has us out of touch with reality. So we think that when we see somebody working or posting or whatever they're doing, that we are entitled to their attention. That is not how that works. And there's something internal that needs to be fed when you are expecting that from a person. To want it is one thing, but to expect or demand it and think that everyone's supposed to do that because that's how you think is crazy. And then another thing, you shouldn't even be doing that. If a person is constantly, because they see you working, pulling you and saying, hey, I see you're busy. I need to talk to you. You need to talk to me now. I see you're busy. That's crazy. That's like me walking up to your shop and knocking on your window saying, I see you in there working on it. I see you. Come outside. We all have scheduled times. We got to get a little bit less impatient. And we have to learn how to respect that people are their own beings and you cannot force someone to do something when you feel like they should do it. Who are you?
Facts.
That's crazy to me. Like, where are we? We've gotten out of touch. Social media has taken away the reality because if I was to do that in person, MJ, these people would be probably taking me off the premises. If I was knocking on somebody's window saying, I see you working. I see you working on her nails. Let me hear.
I see you working too. What you mean?
So if the mindset has been warped a little bit, I talk about this and I'm going to keep talking about this and I might even write a book on it about the experiences and the way that I've experienced people because social media has them feeling like everything should be given to them instantly. But the reality is that instant is not always good. There are some things that are great instant, but this isn't like, instant oatmeal, instant noodles. This is like my life. So I'm not going to
Right.
be, jumping off a bridge, swimming over to you, swimming
Ah,
50 miles to get to you. You said you saw me? On my way. I'm not doing that.
I cannot with
Nobody
you.
should be doing that. That's crazy.
I'm not doing this with
But
you.
people think
But you
that's
got a point.
normal. People think that's normal, MJ.
There's a lot of things that people think is normal.
We got to stop getting so
And I just have to
impatient.
shake my head. I just have to shake my head towards them because it's the entitlement.
Yeah.
It's the entitlement. I was talking to somebody on my part-time. Actually, I was talking to my area director. Because y'all know me, I'm gonna say it if I feel it. I said, you're breeding entitlement when you do that. Because you're not here when we deal with these people outside of it. I understood why he did it. Don't get me wrong. I understood why he did it. This is kind of random, but I understood why he did it. But I also told him, I said, you're breeding the entitlement.
Yeah.
Because you go back to your other 13 stores. We got to be the ones to deal with them here. And the first thing that the person is going to say is, well, they let me do it the last time.
Yeah. Because that's how breaking boundaries go. That's how it works.
You're breeding entitlement.
Yeah. I push
You're
a little bit.
Entitlement.
I get what I want.
Get what I want because they ain't got no choice.
And push again. Yeah.
Right.
That's how that works. And that's why boundaries are so important, because sometimes we are not aware that we are, pushing a little too hard, and we need people to communicate that. But sometimes people are very much aware that they are pushing too hard and they know they're going too far, and they're going to keep doing it because you are allowing them to do it. So that right there, I think you made a good point. We have to make sure we're not breeding entitlement in our own lives where people do feel entitled to something. I make that real clear. Like when I tell you, I learned very quickly that we're going to have to do that, because I've had times where people were like, yeah, that accessibility, I just need to be able to get any questions answered at any time of the day or night. And I love the fact, and I was like, oh no, I won't be doing that for.
Yeah, listen, you can get questions answered any time of day or night. That's what Google is for.
Yeah.
Old school, that's what AskG is for.
Or purchasing, if they have services like that. I have emergency sessions now where you can actually book at any time of the day or night. And if it's approved, we sit down one-on-one.
Free.
Google is free. Yeah.
Google is free.
YouTube is free.
You pay for a phone bill that's complimentary.
TikTok is free. I schedule posts too.
Me too.
I schedule posts. Sometimes I have people working for me, so it's not always gonna be me. So when people say that, I'm like, what? I can't. You can't be everywhere at once. That's impossible. We just need to learn how to be secure in ourselves enough and confident enough in ourselves to breathe and work through whatever it is that we're having going on internally, so we can have patience. And when that person gets to us, that interaction can be meaningful, genuine, and not forced. Right. That's what we need to get away from, this forced feeling of, you got to respond back. I've had that happen in so many areas of my life where I had to really make it clear to a person that you don't own me. And maybe technology makes you feel like, what is going on? Have y'all seen the First Wives Club? You seen the First Wives Club? That song where she was like, you don't own me. Right. Yeah, that's the song that I need to start playing when we have these conversations. Because I had a time when a person told me, when you tell me that you're gonna, we're gonna stay in touch, you should be reaching out to me at less than this time frame. No, I don't need to be reaching out to you less than a time frame. I reach out to you when I'm staying in touch with folks. How are you gonna decide on what the time frame is of me reaching out to you? That doesn't make sense. Unless maybe this was a contract, or, maybe you're going to my website and it was like 1 to 8 business days. Okay, cool. But that's not what this was. This is two people getting to know each other and potentially, going out. That's insanity. So yeah, I love that movie too. Yeah, that's the song I'm going to be playing from now on when people do that. I'm not going to explain myself. I'm just going to play the song. You don't own me. We need to watch it on our small business wind down, MJ. It's hilarious.
Wait, what's the movie?
You said what?
What's the name of it?
The First Wives Club. There is a new one that was made with Jill
I've
Scott
heard
as
of
a
that.
TV show, but that's not the original one. There's another one that was made, and I think there might have actually been another one made before that. So the Jill Scott one is newer and it's hilarious too. But the one I'm talking about was made before that, and it's not a TV show, it's a movie. And it's so I can't think of the names of the actors, but you've seen their faces before, I'm sure. And they be cracking me up. It was cracking me up. But no, there's a song where they start singing that. They all get together, the women, and they're like, "You don't know me."
Oh.
And the lyrics go, "Don't try to change me in any way." And that's what people need to understand. You cannot make a person move and breathe the way that you feel like they should breathe simply because you think that you're entitled to their time, just because you saw a picture of them posted on Facebook, or just because you saw a picture on Instagram. That's just not realistic. And that's part of the reason why we're having these issues and social breakdowns right now in society, because we're thinking that stuff is just supposed to be given to us when we want it. And I want it, it's my time and I want it now. This isn't, we can't do that anymore. So that, at least for me, I can't live like that. And I've made it very clear to people I can't live like that in all areas of my life. So everything that I do has to be done with intention. We're going to schedule a day and we're going to sit down and do this. But the last minute stuff, the thinking that I'm just going to be available at the butt crack of dawn. No, we're not doing that either. We can't do that. You're breaking yourself down trying to be overly accessible to people. And in the fear of not being liked, so you allow people to step past your boundaries, you end up not liking yourself.
True.
So that's what I'm going to end on. But yes, thank you so much, MJ, for joining us. We appreciate you for showing off your products this evening. I feel like we had a great conversation. And we had some highlighted comments. So before we go, I am going to just drop 3 highlighted comments of this evening. So the first one I want to start off with is Nicole. She said, "Listen, I took an extra day towards my spring break today and stayed home and ordered me some breakfast and slept, as you should." Just hearing that made me want to go buy some crawfish and go to sleep. Jesus. But I ain't going to do it. All right, next. Because
that's what you say now. You're going to do it.
I ain't gonna do it. Look, I got to finish working tonight. If I start eating these crawfish, it's over for everybody.
You might not do it tonight, but eventually you will. I get it to the weekend.
Yeah, see, I didn't say I wasn't gonna eventually do it. I just said I wasn't gonna do it.
I get it to the weekend.
Yeah, see, look, yeah, you add an extra. I ain't say all that. And then
my bad.
And then the next highlighted comment, we're gonna go with, let's see.
Period.
Find some business and get out of mine. Period. Just like that.
Mind yours, stay out of mine. That's what it is. Business. Mind yours and stay out of mine.
I can't. And then let's see what the next one. Let me see the last one. I think I'm gonna go with. There was one that I saw, or I thought I saw. Maybe I didn't see it. I'm gonna go with this one because this actually I thought was a cute idea that she mentioned. So Shelly said this will be a perfect gift for the first lady of my church, and I actually thought that was a really cute idea to gift another woman that's a mother, an aunt, or a grandmother. I think that's beautiful, and I know that they probably have children and family that already appreciate them, but sometimes you don't know what people are going through behind the scenes, especially with parents. And I think that we forget that sometimes parents go through a lot, especially when their children are, going through maturity phases and stuff like that. And they don't always feel loved and appreciated or seen. Sometimes they have to pretend like they do just to do their job as a parent and hope that when the child grows up, they will have seen all of the work that they put into their child. So having people around them that affirm them, it really does make a difference because they're just going with no applause and they're making it happen by themselves in many cases. So I think that's a beautiful way to do that. And I will be getting some because I want to do that for some of the moms for our Soft Girl Sunday. Most importantly, for your product, MJ, I do appreciate that even though it's perfect for a Mother's Day, it's still nice for other occasions. You can just get that for your mom because you want to get her something nice. It doesn't say Happy Mother's Day on it to where I feel like I can only buy it during one time of the year.
That was a thought that was in my head to put Happy Mother's Day on there, but at the same time, I'm kind of like you, and I kind of buy out of season, and I wouldn't want to limit this to just this particular time of the year, because a mom is going to be a mom 24/7, 365, 366 if it's a leap year, but they're going to always be mom, and you don't have to just say Happy Mother's Day. And this can be used again. This can be used for a lot of different reasons, a lot of different occasions. But briefly here, just the notebook in general can be. I love a good notebook.
I do too.
I love a good notebook.
Journaling is like self-care. That's a form of self-care.
It is. I need to get back into journaling. I was journaling and then I stopped, and then life continued to happen. I gotta get
one. I got the Boss Babe blog journal. I got the NBC.click journal. I got the Leaps of Faith journal. Listen, I'm journal out because I need it. Like, this is what I use to keep track of my day, but it's also what I use to just like breathe and put all my thoughts on one piece of paper too. So yeah, highly recommend. I think that'll be perfect for somebody who needs it. I might give me the auntie.
Get it, girl. Mm-hmm. Get you the auntie. Get you the
auntie. Give me the auntie journal.
Get you the auntie journal. Mm-hmm. Well, you know where to find them on the website. They're actually in the let me go back. They are actually in the seasonal design section of mjseasonCustomDesigns.com, because I did not mention that part. So you probably know,
because I was sure about to go over there and be like, she said.
The seasonal design section of mjseasonCustomDesigns.com. You will be able to find not only the individual pieces, but you'll be able to find the sets as well. So if you are very much interested, please go share the love, share the gift, share it 5 times, share it 25 times. But we love it.
Thank you very much. And thank you everyone for watching the Boss Babe Business Show. We're ending a little early this evening because I do have some lives I need to get across about business, about events that we have upcoming. So my next live, I'm going to be talking about our Small Business Expo that is happening this weekend on Saturday. So I'll go ahead and sign out. Thank you, MJ, for joining. It was a pleasure to have you. And thank you, all the wonderful guests. Pleasure to have that conversation tonight. I'm glad we could come together and just connect about how sometimes we need to disconnect.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, y'all have a good evening. And thanks for watching the Boss Babe Business Show.